Hello everyone and welcome to a new video, and my name is Steffi, and today I want to talk about a book I recently read. It's called How Proust Can Change Your Life by Alain de Botton. If you don't know Alain de Botton, I totally recommend reading something from him or watching The School of Life. It's a YouTube channel, there's a blog too, and I really like it. I didn't know he was the voice behind The School of Life, but the coworker told me to watch a TED Talk he held, and then I was like amazed. And I went to Oz's place, and I found this book, and she was kind enough to lend it to me. So I read it all, and I want to talk about it. It's gonna be like more my view of the book, because I believe, as somebody said, but I don't know who, so I cannot quote it, but like when you read a book, it actually reads you, so it's a mirror back on how you experience it. And this book says it also. Like I like to write down some quotes so I can look back when I'm trying to make a review or talk about it. And it's really nice how it's organized. The content, it has like chapters like how to love life today, how to read for yourself, how to take your time, how to suffer successfully, how to express your emotions, how to be a good friend, how to open your eyes, how to be happy in love, how to put books down. But it's not a how-to guide, it's just like talking from Marcel Proust's view and what he wrote, and he's analyzing it, or at least that's what I understood. And he also said that because books are so good helping us be aware of certain things we feel, it is that I will point out the things that I was made aware of, while when you read it, it might be a different story, you know? But let me get into it, because I was really excited about some of this. For example, there's a big paragraph on how to express your emotions, and I used to have a really good friend who understood this perfectly. I hope the sound is good because some cars are crossing. And it talks about when you watch a theater or you go to a concert, and you like the feelings that go into you, and you say it was such a nice concert, and the word nice or great cannot put into like place the feelings, you know? So that's what this says, like trying to find the right words for things. The process can be counted upon to go badly, or we feel something and reach out for the nearest phrase or hum with which to communicate, but which fails to do justice to what has introduced us to do so. It's like when you say to someone just like I love you, but it's like it's so much more sometimes. If you have felt it, you know what I'm saying. Or I don't know, it's just when you experience something so intense, like when I went to the beach the other day on Friday, and I was just breathing that air, and it was salty, and I was feeling the warmth inside my body. I can just say like it is lovely at the beach, but it was so much more. And then it goes, we hear Beethoven's Ninth and hum pom pom pom. We see the pyramids of Giza and go, that's nice. The pyramids of Giza are not nice, it's beautiful. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about it, or if you've been to different places. These sounds are asked to account for an experience, but their poverty prevents either us or our interlocutors from really understanding what we have lived, because everybody lives it through their own feelings. We stay on the outside of our impressions as if staring at them through a frosted window, superficially related to them, yet estranged from what has eluded casual definition. So it's like when you wanna, I keep shaking the table, I'm sorry. When you try to express something, like an emotion, and you cannot find the right word, and it's just you put it so regularly. That's a good point he makes here. Then in the chapter How to Suffer Successfully, it is a good thing. It's so true. It says 2 methods by which a person can acquire wisdom. painlessly via a teacher, of course, you go to school, you learn, or painfully via life. And the process that the painful variety is the far more superior. So when you're in pain, when you experience something, like when you're in a relationship and it's ends and you suffer, you learn something from it, right? When you just run after a bus and you fall, you learn something through the pain. So it is that, as it states here, happiness is good for the body, Proust tells us, but it is grief which develops the strength of the mind. These griefs put us through a form of mental gymnastics which we would have avoided in happier times. The whole art of living is to make use of the individuals from whom we suffer. Like, I didn't understand that when somebody said it to me, like when a relationship ended, for example, I was like really sad if I didn't want it to end, but I didn't take the time and acknowledge like the beauty of it and what I learned from it, and through the suffering, how I grew and how I developed myself and got to this place. So this is quite kind of the point where what I understand when I read this. It is that when you grieve or when you experience pain, you can just be sad about it, or you can just take the lesson and grow and take it to the next level. It's like the past year for me. It was a really difficult one, but instead of just being sad about all the changes that happened, I just said, okay, it's a new start, I have to build up again and grow. And now I'm here in this lovely city, Barcelona. You can see Sagrada Familia behind me. So without that pain and without being put on if all the bad things didn't happen to me, this good and this growth wouldn't have happened like this. So I'm really grateful. Another chapter from where I took something is how to be a good friend, and it's because my friends make fun of me because I enjoy reading, and I'm not sure, but I think I'm a bit of an introvert. And it says, in reading, friendship is suddenly brought back to its original purity. There is no false amiability with books. If we spend the evening with these friends, it is because we genuinely want to. It is funny because Proust says, he talks about friendship and how he's not being 100% honest. And you know, when a friend asks you, like, do you want to go out for dinner, and maybe you don't want to, but you don't want to like lose that friendship. It is with books. The friendship is so close, because if you don't want to read, or if this guy annoys me with what he's writing and I'm like, you bored me today, I just put the book down and I'm not reading anymore, you know. It's funny, it's just a funny thing. I just wrote it. And the last two is how to open your eyes. It's a thing. I think it's something we should all think about, like be more present. It's something I personally struggled with for a long time, and it is because I was so focused in either the past and what I missed from the past, or something that happened in the past, or the future that is uncertain and I was afraid of. I forgot to be in the present and be grateful for what was happening right now, and to just be happy of the little things. Like the happiness which we emerge from taking a second to look is central to Proust's therapeutic conception. It reveals the extent to which our dissatisfactions may be the result of failing to look properly at our eyes, rather than the result of anything inherently deficient about them. Appreciating the beauty of a crusty leaves does not prelude our interest in Chateau, but failing to do so must call into question an overall capacity of appreciation. For example, I really enjoy to take my bike and just go. I'm really new to the city. I moved a month ago in Barcelona, but just being on the streets with my bike and getting lost and looking at buildings or at the sky, sometimes it's just the feelings that come with it. It's just so much happiness. And that's not because I'm in Barcelona, which is a beautiful city, and I'm experiencing all that. It's also, I had this in Bucharest or in my hometown in Brasov, or you know, you just take a moment and you just like look and experiences and let yourself be immersed by what is happening around you and the beauty in the little things. Just stop focusing on things, or just look around. Everywhere you see something that will make you happier or you can be grateful for. I mean, it's not just the material things or money or stuff like that. It is more. Sorry, I'm just... And this is the thing, because I'm making this about books, and this is my personal opinion. I really liked it, and I want you to read it because it was so good. It was difficult at first reading it, and I was like, whoa. I never read anything from Marcel Proust, I have to admit it, but now I'm not sure if I want to, because not because I don't want to, but because this was so much that I don't want to do it now. And also look what, and Alain Massey from the Daily Telegraph says, the Botton's little book is so charming, amusing and sensible that it might even itself change your life. It's a very enjoyable book, as somebody else said it. So let me talk about a thing from the last chapter, how to put books down. It says, we should read other people's book in order to learn what we feel. It is our own thought we should be developing, even if it's another writer's thought, which help us do so. So I really like this, because when you read a book, it actually reads you. Keep repeating that. But it's what I like about books, because they give you a different perspective. They make you look at things that you didn't look before at, or some things you may not even notice, like other people's work. And I just enjoyed it, and I just wanted to share with you. This was like my first try to do a book review. I'm curious if you liked it and if it worked well. It's easy for me to speak in English. I thought it would be easier to do the videos in English, but Romanian is my mother tongue, so it's easier to do it in that language. But this is a learning process, so if you enjoyed it, let me know. Let me know if you read this book and if you liked it, if you want to read it. Just let me know what you think, and thank you for watching, as always. Hope to see you again for another video. If you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.